Hello everybody, this is Kweku from Next Gen Windows. Although, a quick note, today, as of October 27th, Saturday, we might be going through a change of name. So if you hear new name change, starting from a few videos later on, that's just a heads up why, because apparently someone's already used the Next Gen Windows website. Yes, we are trying to get a website, so it's just a heads up. But on the other note, today I'm going to do an app review on the Windows 8 News app, the news application right here. As you can see, this is the live tile. I'm going to click into it. This is the splash page as usual on every Windows 8 app. When it loads, you see right here, this is the main screen right here. And then you can hit this info button to view a little info on the picture. So this tells you, what the picture is about. And then this is obviously the news itself. This is the article that this picture corresponds to. So when you click this, it takes you to the article, and you can read it in a nice format right here. You see right here, and it tells you it's from the Associated Press. So you can click this for more. And when you click Associated Press, it brings you to their page on the news app. Now if we click the back button, it goes back to the main screen. Now another thing is, when you scroll over, you can see more news articles right here. You can see US news articles, and when you click that arrow, or even the US news article thing itself, you can view more news articles that relate to the US in general. So you can see New York City cannibal case. That sounds pretty crazy, but yeah, you can see a whole bunch of news articles, a guy with the arm that's like a hook, and of course an ad from the city. There's a lot of ads in every application in Windows 8. Not a lot, but it's a good amount. But when you keep scrolling, when you go back to the main page where it says Bing Daily, you notice that these are the titles for each thing. So like this is world news. The previous one was US news. And when we keep going, technology news, and then business news, and so on and so forth, entertainment, politics, sports, and another ad at the very end. The one thing that I like that they don't throw out at you completely is that the ads aren't like in your face. Like when you go to a web page on the internet and you see an ad, it doesn't just like jump in your face and then you have to click away from it. This one is kind of subtle. It's away from everything, and it's not like it's some random advertisement that you really won't want to show. Like this one is an advertisement for the new MSN.com. But it's a pretty nice layout for a news application. And when you right click or swipe in from the bottom, I'll just right click, you can view some extra settings for it. You can refresh to see some newer articles. You can see the featured articles right here, this featured news sources like breaking news from Associated Press. You can see New York Times, Reuters, Wall Street Journal, and then you can click this to go to Bing Daily, all of their pages and stuff. Click the arrow to view specific articles, specific topics. So technology, if we click technology, it goes to the Bing Daily page of technology. Notice how you cannot scroll back and view like world news or whatever it is. It's just technology, so it doesn't like confuse you if you don't really care about anything else. When we click on just Bing Daily in general, if you notice, this is Bing Daily, so it's not going to change anything. If I click My News, let's try the arrow first. You notice there's just Microsoft News by default. So, because this is a Microsoft app, it's using Bing. So if we click My News, all your news that you chose to add, would be here. So let's try add a section. You can add a section of news. So enter a news topic. So if we want to just do food. So if we want to use like Food Network or something, Food Network news, everything here is from Food Network. So it just pops up. And then if you want to just get rid of this, you can just right click. You can just right click and say hit remove. So you can pick which one you want to remove. So it says select one or more sections. We want to click Food Network and then dismiss. It really didn't work, did it? Let's try that again. So if you want to remove, you click remove, and then select one or more sections to remove. Select, and it's giving a lot of problems, and this is a first hands-on video of it too, so bear with me. This is something that you probably encounter too if you didn't know how to use this. So when we hit remove and we want to remove something, select one or more sections to remove. It doesn't remove anything, it just stays. I'm not sure why. Oh, you're supposed to right click, or even when you swipe up from the bottom and you hit, when you hold it down, actually you're supposed to hold it down and pull away, and then it's technically a right click, and then you can hit the remove down below, and then it removes. So that was a little quirky little thing that I don't really like. It was kind of confusing and everything. So let's try that again. So if we want to go back, we'll go back to Bing Daily, and we'll right click, or you can swipe up from the bottom or top, it doesn't matter. We'll click My News. We'll add a section by clicking the little plus. We'll add food. We can click Food Network, and then if we right click or swipe in from the bottom, you can hit remove. You can either right click this, which makes things so much easier, or you can hold it down and push it up. So if you hold it down and then you push it up, it selects it, and then you can hit remove and it removes it. So it was pretty simple. So if I try it one more time, we right click and then we go to My News, and then this time we'll add a section, but I'll just show you how to do it. If you want to hit remove, you can either right click, press it, and hold it down if you have a touchscreen only, and swipe up or down, hit remove, and it removes the section. So that was a little weird thing that I don't personally like. It was kind of confusing to do. Shouldn't have taken that long to remove a source. Now if we want to go to more sources, you can click the sources button after you right click or swipe in from the top or bottom, and then you can see all the sources they have available from here. If you right click again or swipe in from the top, you just get the same extra settings thing. Click away from it, and these are the news sources that they have available. So they have pretty much every source you can think of or possibly want. They have national and world news with all of these sources right here. They have business, you know, MSN Money. They have, let's see what else they have. Deal Breaker, Daily Finance, Bloomberg News, CNN Money. Technology, they have the usual All Things D and Gadgets, Apple Insider, TechCrunch. I'm just naming a few that I know of. The Verge, Mashable. And then entertainment, they have E! Online. Entertainment, this looks like Entertainment Weekly. Yes, it is. And we can see there's Extra TV, there's a whole bunch of things, TMZ, just a whole bunch of, you know, things, TV Guide. And then for politics, some of the few they have, they also have, you know, the DC, TPM, Politico, Slate, Hot Air, Daily, Costs. And for sports, they have, most likely, yes, NBA.com, they have NFL.com, MLB.com, ESPN, SB Nation, Sporting News, Sports Illustrated. They have pretty much everything you could possibly want out of for news sources. Lifestyle, for the few they have Car and Driver, Consumer Reports, The Consumerist, Vanity Fair, Curved. They have a lot of choices here too. You know, for science, they have Discover Magazine, National Geographic, Space.com, Discovery News, Earth Techling, and music, they have Prefix, MTV News, Rolling Stone, Spinner, a VH1, Pitchfork, and so on and so forth. That's just a few of the little things under each category that they have. Now, there isn't a lot to this, but last thing we can check out is a video. Video just shows some videos relating to news, so you can see just a whole bunch of videos relating to news. You're going to see a lot of election stuff, especially in these weeks because of the election coming up. There's a whole lot of things here. Serials. They have a whole bunch of videos that relate to various topics. I'm not really sure how they divide the videos, because there's a giant empty space right here which looks like they'd be an ad, and it doesn't make any sense because, like, they don't have any titles on anything, and it doesn't really make any sense to me at all. There's no title, it just says top videos, and then there's a giant space that you can highlight, and it puts a rectangle there, and then there's more videos. I don't know why that empty space is there, but I guess they're just trying to divide it. See, there's more empty spaces. I feel personally like if they were to put, they were to get rid of this rectangle over here, then and just have it just a plain space like up here, then it'd be a lot better. But it's an application. It still works fine. It's just a personal preference. But in general, this news application, the official news application for Windows 8, it comes pre-installed on all machines. It's a pretty good application. It gets what you want done, and you can view it quickly. And as you can see, when you go back to the start menu, it shows you its live tile right here. And when you click it, it brings up the thing right there. It's really nice. I personally like it. And lastly, we can take a look at you can take a look at the charms bar. Every application has its own personalized settings. So if you click settings, you can view the settings for each application. So you can see the options for the application. You can see the about. Not everyone will have a nice looking application. Not a nice looking application. Not everyone will have a nicely laid out thing in their settings. Some people won't realize that it's even there. You can rate and review it, which will take you to the Windows Store, and permissions and everything. Ask you for your permission for stuff. This only uses the internet, and yeah, things like that. There isn't a lot to this news app, but it's a pretty good news app. You won't really have to download anything extra to have a satisfaction on it. This has been Kweku from Next Gen Windows, or soon to be, hopefully, Next Gen Microsoft. And I'll catch you later. Peace.